Today's book might make you lose a little faith in humanity, but I promise you it'll be worth it. This is 5 Minute Books. I'm Garrett Robinson, independent co-author of the Realm Keeper series. Welcome to 5 Minute Books, where I promise to tell you everything you need to know about popular books in 5 minutes or less. It's Indie Week, and I'm reviewing my favorite title by two of the biggest self-published authors out there, WhiteSpace by Platt and David Wright. As always, this show will be spoiler-free. Advance warning, I'm gonna geek out about this one a little bit, because this is a really good book. WhiteSpace isn't the most popular book by these two authors, but it's definitely my favorite, and I say that as a guy who doesn't even like horror books or movies. The story takes place on Hamilton Island, a supposedly semi-utopian community dominated by the incredibly wealthy Conway family, who do all kinds of biotech research, some of it for the government. The story starts when the town is shattered by a tragedy at a local school, and while I don't want to spoil anything, you don't have to read very far to find out that one of the victims is a teacher named Sarah Hughes, without which detail the rest of this review is kind of impossible. After the tragedy, more and more mysterious behavior begins cropping up among the citizens of Hamilton Island. People start doing strange, unexplainable things, many of them violent, and then suddenly wake up having no idea where they are or what they've been doing. The book has many characters, but one of the main protagonists is John Conway, of the wealthy Conway family that practically owns the island. John is a boy who grew up rich but unspoiled, and then left the island to become a very successful Hollywood actor, abandoning not only his overbearing family, but his high school girlfriend, Sarah Hughes, the now dead teacher. Another protagonist in the story is Cassidy Hughes, sister of Sarah. See why I couldn't do this review without telling you about her? Cassidy is a recovering drug addict at the beginning of the story, who is now saddled with caring for her sister's young daughter, something she feels wholly unqualified for while she tries to deal with the loss of her sister and battles her own addiction. For the record, Cassidy Hughes, one of the top 5 fictional characters that I've ever read. There's numerous other POV characters in the story, some of them kids from the school, but it's hard to tell you about them without revealing some parts of the story, and that's actually part of the genius of this book. See, small-town communities like Hamilton Island are always tightly interconnected, often to an almost incestuous degree. Platt and Wright do a great job of representing this, because every time we learn something about one character, we also learn something about the other characters, and the island as a whole. The dynamics of the setting, the people, and the story are thus fed to us a nugget at a time, like peeling off the layers of an onion. That's a hard writing trick to pull off, even in highbrow literary novels, and definitely impressive in a book that most would write off as simple genre fiction. This is what makes WhiteSpace my favorite book by these authors, the story and the characters. The action might be better in some of their other books, the crazy world's more interesting, but WhiteSpace is a story about people we care about. Their mystery becomes our mystery. The authors have managed to achieve that holy grail of pulling you into the story so that when things get dark, and holy cow do they get dark, you're there, cringing, screaming, and fleeing for your life along with the characters from the book. As I said, I don't like horror, and the reason why is because I feel like so much of it is about shock value. The authors seem to be competing for the most imaginative way to butcher someone, the most terrifying monster, and the most unique take on the undead. When I do like horror, it's because it has what WhiteSpace is chock full of, that often described, but just as often elusive, creeping sense of dread. There is no monster in WhiteSpace chasing the heroes through the darkness of the streets. The darkness is inside them. They are the monsters. They don't know why or how, and there's no telling who's gonna snap next or what they're going to do, and it's freaking terrifying. In summary, I give WhiteSpace 5 stars out of 5. If you're a horror junkie, I don't think there's a better book for your money, but even if you don't like horror, pop over to Amazon and give the free sample a try, because these authors might surprise you. Thank you for watching 5 Minute Books. You can purchase this novel if you so desire, and I certainly hope you do, by clicking on the book cover, which will take you to the Amazon bookstore via an affiliate link that helps fund the show. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to catch future reviews and other book-related goodness every day of the week, and we'll see you next time.